Estelle Black is a certified law of attraction strategist, writer, and the founder of Mind Power Universe Success, also known or MPUS, also known as Mind Power Universe Success. Estelle has helped change the lives of helped change many lives in the most unique way. From the very beginning of her career, she has been helping others achieve success, whether that be helping them reach their 7-figure business goal or helping someone manifest their dream job. Although Estelle has many talents and has helped many in so many different areas of their life, her ultimate passion is to help others thrive through their businesses and life. She is known for her warm heart, caring nature, and no-nonsense attitude. But most importantly, she is known for getting results. Why work with Estelle? Estelle has created her own businesses and success using the very same tools she shares with you. Everything Estelle teaches is based on techniques, strategies, and knowledge that works in this real modern-day world that have been tried and tested. So important. Estelle is so passionate about her work that she does not release any content until she is 100% sure that what she shares can get her prospects real results. She does this through client analysis and self-implementation. With this in mind, you can be sure that what you are about to learn has not only been tried and tested on others, but they got results in doing so. Estelle works on a spiritual, psychological, and vibrational basis that fuels results in your physical world. Are you ready to start creating? It's all perfect. So I'm going to bring you on right now. And Estelle, you are now live on Ideas Matter, having fun. So thank you for coming on today. We're going to have a lot of fun. And thank you for taking time out of your schedule to make it on here.
It's an absolute pleasure, Chris. I'm really excited. I've been excited all day.
Yes.
And it's your birthday, so it's even better.
Yes. And you're over in the UK, right? So your time zone is like completely different.
Completely different. It's actually 7 p.m. here right now.
Wow, 7 p.m. Wow. Okay, well, thank you for coming on in your nighttime when, your kids are supposed to be at sports and all this kind of stuff and making it happen. So why don't you share a little bit more about your journey and your background, maybe some of the challenges that you had to overcome to get to where you are today so our audience can get to know you a little bit better.
Yeah. So first of all, when I first started my business, so for the first year, it was like everything was magic. I went like, whoom, but I was new. All right. So I just discovered the law of attraction teachings. I weren't certified at this point, and I was new to business, and I was creating so much success that it literally brought tears to my eyes. And then after about a year, I started getting into what I call the rat race. This is where, like everyone's out there telling you this will work for you. You have to do this and you have to do that. And everything slowed right down for me. And I'm talking everything. And it was like I was literally, I wouldn't say I was struggling because things were growing, but very slowly for what I knew my business could achieve and manifest and what speed it all could happen at. So let me just go back a bit. So I went for about 8 months of the struggle, you could say, of really trying to make stuff happen, which was really that was crazy to me because I knew what I could do. And I remember I thought enough is enough. And I went back through all of my old notes because from day dot, I have written down everything that I've ever done, like everything I've learned, everything. And I went back through all my old journals. And then something just clicked for me in my mind that I hadn't been doing and that I hadn't been realizing that I've been doing. And then from that moment, everything just fell into place again so fast. So it's kind of like I know what it's like to be applying, universal laws, consciousness, but to still be struggling with it. Because the thing is, if I had just been going sky high, I wouldn't have really known how to be of much value to my clients, my subscribers, because I wouldn't have actually known the struggle. And that's not cool. All right. So the minute I decided, because when I first decided, first of all, I fell in love with the law of attraction, what it's all about. It completely changed my life. And so when I first came into it, it was just like everything was just a dream, and I never really did understand the struggle of what business owners go through or anything like that. So like I said, like the universe took me on a great journey, and I just want to share everything with the world, with all the business owners out there, or anyone that's self-employed, that because I do know what it's like to be trying your hardest, even when you think that you're doing everything, you know, properly. I'm not saying by the book, by strategies, marketing strategies, all that stuff. I'm talking inside work. You can still actually be quite going in the wrong direction without meaning to. So that's what I'm here to do, is to help and just to let everyone understand that I do know what it's like. And I'm here to get you from where you are right now to where you want to be with universal laws and higher consciousness, because it can happen in the most beautiful way. It doesn't actually have to be a struggle. It does not have to be a struggle. I know that more than anyone, all right?
Yes.
It doesn't, do ya? Yes.
And it's interesting that you say that, because this show, Ideas Matter, Having Fun, I believe, because my business partner came up with the name, the having fun part. I believe he created that because he saw that there was a missing in having fun in the world, in feeling good about what we're doing. It's so important. It creates so much fluidity, so much flow, and so much ability to attract and have things work out.
Right.
So it's so important.
It's so important.
Yes.
And you know, and a lot of the time, like, you can create a business because you think, that's going to make me loads of money, or that person's successful in it. But if it's not true to you, you're kind of setting yourself up for a kind of a bumpy ride. And you might make it, you might, but it'll be a long road, or you probably won't make it. That's just the way it goes, isn't it?
Yeah.
So if you can find what you're passionate about, or just find something, you don't even have to be passionate, but if it lifts you up and makes you feel good, then along with that, your passion will come and it will just go into that. So it's all about, like what you said, I'm having fun. And it's so funny because I've been filming my new course today, and I know yours is called I Am Having Fun. I've been saying that in my mind all day, and I've had a blast. And this is going to make it even better. Nice little ending to my evening.
Yes. So let's start diving in. What do we need to know about these universal laws, about attracting things to us, about having fun, and about being successful in our businesses?
Okay, so first of all, starting off with the law of attraction. Yeah. So it's important to understand that the law of attraction, it is governing everything to your next thoughts, all right, which is then creating a feeling, and you're attracting the way that you're feeling. So if you are in your business, you're not looking forward to it, or you're doing tedious jobs that you hate, and you're just, you just don't like it, well, then that means that you're going to get more of those kind of same results through your business because of the feeling. Okay. Now it takes a vibrational shift for you to start attracting what you want. So for you to understand in the law of attraction how I know it, do you want me to just break it down for you a little bit? Yeah?
Let's do it.
So so gravity has one law. That law is what goes up must come down. It keeps us all grounded. Well, the universe has 12 laws, 2 of which are the law of attraction and the law of vibration. Now, the law of attraction, that's the big one. That's the most powerful law in the universe, but it's actually the second law, right? It's not the primary law. The law of vibration is the primary law, and the law of attraction is matching your vibration. All right. Now, we all know what vibe is. You might have used the word vibe before. I got a really bad vibe off that person, or I got a really good vibe off that person. Yeah. So that's a vibe, is your vibration, your emotion, the feeling behind it. Okay. And the way that the law of attraction is matching you is because, sure, your thoughts become things, but it's actually your thoughts are creating the feeling, and the feeling is what is attracting and manifesting in your experience through the law of attraction. So does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Yes? Good. So with that in mind, when it comes to creating your business, okay, now you might be standing in a place where you're thinking, right, okay, I don't really like my business that much, Estelle, and it's all right, but I'm not really having that much fun, but it's making some money, Well, that's all good, all right, but when it comes down to attracting the money that you want from your business, the prosperity that you want from your business. It's going to it's really good to understand how the laws are playing their role. All right, because the way that you attract money is through your emotional relationship with the money. So it doesn't matter what kind of formula you put in place, what strategy, what physical thing you apply to your business. If you are not in the right vibrational kind of space, you still won't get the results that you want. That's why you see it all the time. So say like you've got a product and let me take Active Campaign, for example. Do you know what Active Campaign is?
Yep.
The business tool, right? So you see, you can look up reviews on that. Some people are saying it's amazing. I think it's great. I use it myself. And then you'll look and some people say it's awful. It doesn't help. It's useless. It's so hard. Well, that's because of the own individual's vibration. Okay, it comes down to the individual. So it doesn't matter what you're applying to your business. If you are not in the right vibrational vicinity, you just won't get the results that you want. All right. And this doesn't matter whether you're consciously doing it or whether you're doing it without doing it. The law of attraction is always working, whether you know about it, whether you understand it, or whether you don't. All right. So it's a good idea to get your head around it. All right, because you will begin to start attracting more. Now, I want to go over with you about attracting money. Yeah?
Yes, let's do it.
Is that all right?
Yes.
Good. So, first of all, and this is not just for business owners, this can be for anybody. This is money in general, but obviously, it's mostly business owners here, so let's go with that. So, first of all, you can become a victim to money, whether you're broke or whether you're rich. Now, there's a big difference between rich and wealthy, as you know, Chris, right? So when you're broke, you experience things such as reoccurring debt, you get reoccurring losses, you might lend someone money and they just don't pay it back to you. This is because you're just stuck in this low vibration when it comes to money, all right? Now, that's when you are broke. Now, when you're rich and you think that money defines you, like you're nothing without your money and you use your money to control and manipulate situations, well, you're actually a victim to money too. Now, they're both very different, but they're both heading in the same direction, and that's towards lack or loss, all right? Now, the funny thing is, this is because human beings, we hand our power over to money for the most strangest reasons, because money was not created it was created for man. It was created for human. So why do we hand the power over to money, which then in turn ruins our vibrational escrow around it, and we find it hard to attract it, or we attract bad situations from having loads of it. Now, this is because we hand over the power to money, and the strange thing is, like I say, is that money was created for humans. It was created for us to spend it, enjoy it, for it to go around. I mean, they don't even know who actually invented money. They know around the timing that it was around, but no one can say, right, this person invented money and that's it. That's why we tend to say, money is energy. You can attract it to you. If you call on it, it will come. And this is the thing. So obviously money in most cases means value. It's valuable to the world, right? And the best way for you to become a vibrational match to money is to become super valuable yourself. And therefore the money cannot come to you. You see, a lot of the time we tend to think, or you can copy what other people in your niche are doing and all that kind of stuff. Look. If you can just focus on your own self, on your own vibration, and build a healthy relationship with money, the money will come, all right? There's a lot of contradictory things that are based around this subject, but it's actually not that hard, right? So you have to become valuable, and then you will receive value, money. All right. If you make yourself valuable, they will pay for you. Now, the funny thing is, so value, what do I mean when I say value? Now, a lot of the time, especially new business startups, they can kind of, you think, oh, I don't want to give out too much for free, because this is going in the paid product or whatever. That's all wrong. If you are truly passionate about what you do and you fully know what you're doing, you're going to have endless amount of knowledge to share with the world, or you're going to be able to create endless products for the world. Don't hold yourself back, because you saying to yourself, right, I can't give away that knowledge, or I can't give away that information. That's actually a money blockage, because what you're saying there is, I can't do that because I want this money, and if I do that, then I won't get this money.
Well, it's almost like we're putting our trust in the wrong thing. We're trusting that if I give, I might not get, or I probably won't get. Like this is more value. It's like you said, this place of scarcity versus I know if I give, I'm getting back. I know the universal law. I understand the laws, and I trust that it's all going to work out. I love what I do, and I love giving, because I know it's also going to come back to me.
That's great, Chris. Yeah. I know. You have great energy, by the way. I say this every time I speak to you. I love it. I love it. I just thought everything you just said was bang on point. Yes, totally agree with that. And that's the way that if you come into business of any sort, that's the kind of mentality you need to have. So for you to expand as a human being, as a business owner, and not just in business, you will expand in basically every area of your life if you commit yourself to that mentality. Great.
Yes, absolutely. All right, so what else do we need to know about this law? Are most people using it to their disadvantage, would you say? Or most people like unconsciously using it and they don't even know?
Yeah, so I know many people that they don't even believe in the law of attraction, all right? And every time I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, you're so isn't it? Like, stop it. But they're great manifestors, but they're not aware that they're using the law of attraction. And that's great. Like, that's great. If you can do it without being aware, that's great. But you can get more results, though. Let me tell you, if you do understand it and you're already a great manifestor, you can go higher. But I think with a lot of law of attraction students, they make it too hard for themselves. And I don't want to say, right, it's just easy, you just have to do this, it's not like that. The most hardest thing you're going to have to do is believing in yourself, all right, and staying dedicated to the love that you have for what you're doing, all right? That's the most hardest thing you're going to have, because you're going to be tested at times, and you're going to expand and change as a person as you put yourself out there to the world. You know, like, you're being watched by so many, and so many people are coming, like you, Chris. You know, there's people out there that I'm sure you don't even know is watching you, but they're watching your posts and they're feeling inspired every day. Like, you need to just be aware, and that's why self-expansion is really important, but you do not have to make it hard for yourself. It's all about focus. So if you know the right things for you to focus on, you will get the results. But then again, it comes down to another thing of don't over focus it, if that makes sense, because then if you over focus, overthink it, you then introduce contradictory thought, and that's when it kind of gets a bit muffly physically, because you're like bouncing back from, right, I need to do this, right, okay. Let me give you an example.
Yes.
Let's say you really want to go on an amazing cruise. You really want to go on an amazing cruise, but you really can't afford it right now. And all you're saying to yourself is, I just want this cruise. And you're talking about it with your friends, and you're going home and you're visualizing this cruise. You're writing down stuff on it, and you are really doing the principles. But then you're coming away from that, and then you're forgetting about that, and you're moaning. You're talking badly of others, you hate the rest of the world, where actually, because you are your own creator, all is linked. So you might not be focusing on the holiday that you want right there, but actually your dominant vibration is that you're a negative kind of in a low vibration, all right? Which means that can then seep through and help and not actually manifest what you want to do with the holiday. Does that make sense? So you could be focusing and doing law of attraction principles on something that you want, but then you can come away from that and literally be moaning, be negative, you know, focusing on everything that you don't want. And then if you think that holiday is still going to come, then you need to kind of rethink where you're going with the teaching, because, and then what happens if they try even harder, and then say the law of attraction doesn't work? Well, actually, no. All right. It's about alignment. It's about self-expansion. It's about consciously in every moment, kind of being aware of where you're at. Now, I know you can't actually monitor every thought that you have, all right? You can't. But you can listen to your feelings. And when you're thinking a negative thought, your feelings will let you know by lowering, all right? And when you get to the point of where you're stuck in a low vibration, you become numb to the low vibrational feeling, and that bad feeling doesn't feel so bad. It feels quite normal. And that's when you're actually in a bit of trouble. Because even I remember when I was through that 8 months that I was kind of, not struggling, but everything just slowed down. I really, really thought that I was on track. I really, really did. And bearing in mind, even though I teach this, okay, and that's what makes me understand that, okay, it's kind of, the law of attraction is really complex. It really is, in the most simple way, okay? So when I say it's complex, so you could be, some people say you attract what you are, which you do to a certain extent, okay? But you can be the most beautiful soul, okay? You can be the most loving person and still attract scum. That's not because you're scum. And I shouldn't really say scum, should I?
Right.
But you could actually attract really bad people, all right? Even though you have a good heart. That's not to say that you're attracting what you are. That's to say that you're focusing on things that you don't want, all right? And therefore, you leave yourself open to being a vibrational match to the negative people, all right? That's what I mean. The law of attraction is quite complex in a sense of that. Yeah, like you need to understand it in a sense where you can kind of, you'll know when you have it, because you'll experience something that they call it an awakening, or they call it a reprogramming of the mind to then cause an awakening. And then that will awaken you, and then you will understand the law of attraction on a more clearer kind of point, like path.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and I did want to go back to the topic of over-focusing, because I think, you shared a little bit about it. I want to just get some clarity, because over-focusing, people are saying, law of attraction. I'm constantly focusing on it. And what I hear in that is, if people are already taking those steps, working on their thoughts, and like, why hasn't it manifested yet? Like, I'm so focused on it. I'm so disciplined with the law of attraction. I'm so wanting it, and I feel like the desire is so great. Like, why hasn't it manifested yet? And I believe that there's an element of being attached to that thing manifesting how and when you want it. For everybody who's out there listening, so over focus, is that what you meant by over focusing on something, Estelle?
Yes, that's exactly what I meant. And you nipped it in the bud there, because you said really wanting it. Now, really wanting something is dangerous, all right? Because imagine, so you're here, all right, and you really, really want something. That's great. You should really want it. Yes. But then you overthink it, and then you desperately want it, all right? And that's where you actually repel what you want instead of attracting it to you. That is really crucial for every deliberate creator to understand, because at the end of the day, it's kind of contradictory with the law of attraction as well. You kind of have to be on your toes with yourself, because you have to really want something. You have to desire that thing so bad that desire, even through all the contrast, will bring you out the other side. But then on the other hand, you can stay stuck in the vibration of desperately wanting something. And I'm you now, you will not attract what you want by desperately wanting it. Now, the thing is, to know when it's the point to stop focusing on it, okay, is once you've done all your preparation on it, once you feel that it's absolutely crystal clear in your head, and once you've actually generated that feeling within you, and you know that feeling now, that's when it's time to let it go, all right? But you don't just let it go and then just carry off and aimlessly throwing it down another direction. You have to think of another idea that it thrills and excites you. It can be to do with the same thing, but you need to introduce something else to keep you focused, because like I said, it's all about focus, all right? You need to know when the cutoff point is. Cut it off when it still feels good, all right? And if you're fully aligned and you've been a deliberate creator for a long time, You will know what I mean by contrast. The universe will just, boom, hit you with contrast, so you have to switch it up anyway, all right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like you outgrow it. And just because you're letting your desire go doesn't mean you're actually letting your desire go.
It's like planting a seed and letting it grow.
Exactly that.
Yeah.
Exactly that, Chris.
Yeah.
That's it. Just let it go. But you're not letting go of your desire. You're not letting go of the love that you have for it. You're letting go of the struggle, the effort. Let it go and let the universe orchestrate to you what these teachings are actually about.
Yeah, it sounds like trust and faith is huge in this.
Huge.
Yeah.
Huge. It's so huge.
Yes.
It's unbelievable. And that's when I said earlier, like, the hardest thing you're going to have to master is your dedication to yourself. It's not the physical things that you're doing. If you have dedication to yourself, you will always be aligned, and you'll find that you're inspired to the right action that's right for you.
Oh.
All right. It's important to know. Let it go. Let it go. Invite something new, create something new, and whilst you're focusing on that new thing that you've now created, the other manifestation will come into your experience. Wow. But you need to stay focused.
All right. So this is gold. I'm loving this. And for everybody who is out there loving this, type in LOA in the comment box. Law of Attraction. LOA. It's like incredible. I love the Law of Attraction. Type it in, LOA. And we also have some comments. Denise is rocking that comment box. Thank you, Denise. She said, Estelle, I was just talking about this the other day. On point. Yup, exactly. So know what you want, but never obsess over it. I want to get your opinion on obsession with and how you distinguish between a burning desire and something that you're quote unquote obsessed about, and desperation. I want to hear your distinction on that. And then also she says, and always work on points that get you to what you want. And then she also says faith is a major part. Absolutely. And Denise typed in LOA. Great job, Denise. You're a superstar.
Yeah.
So
great job,
yes.
Denise.
Yes.
So read about the first question, Chris.
So the question is, so know what you want, but never obsess over it. And like basically, I wanted to get your distinction on a burning desire and something that is like you can't even get it out of your head because you're so excited about it and obsessed over that, and how you think that attracts things, and how much of that to do, and how much of the letting go, detaching, and focusing on other stuff.
Okay, so you see, right, being obsessed, if you like you said, if it's exciting you and you love it and you can't stop thinking about it, think about it all day long.
Yes.
Okay, that's a good obsession. I'm obsessed with MPUS. I live and breathe it, and I know you do. We've had a conversation about yours before. Yes. There are babies. Our businesses are our babies. Okay, yes. I love. Yes. Okay, yes. I am okay, I'm obsessed, but that's a healthy obsessed. When it's negative obsessed, you will know. Okay. So the wanting, the desiring, the being obsessed with it, love it and enjoy it and keep doing it, okay? But if you're obsessed with something and you'll feel it in your heart, it's a needy vibration, you're desperate for it, your heart aches, okay? You stop thinking about it, but you're not feeling good whilst it's happening. You're in desperate mode.
That's because of there's like some perceived distance between where it is and where you are. There's a gap, and it's like desperation is, I want it so bad, but I don't have it yet.
Exactly that, and that will always push it. Because what you're saying that's exactly what you're saying to the universe. I want it so bad, so I don't have it yet. So the universe is not going to then deliver it to you, is it?
Nope.
It's not going to happen.
Nope.
So, and there was another thing that Denise said as well that I wanted to answer.
She said, and always work on points that get you to what you want, and faith is a major part. Absolutely.
Okay, so I said to you before, let it go, let your desire go when it feels good, right? Okay. And then obviously I said to you, if you're obsessed with it and it feels good, keep doing it. I don't want to kind of mislead you there, right? So this is when I say always be on the ball with yourself. So you've created a new desire, let it go, focus on the other one. Now, whilst you're focusing on the other one, if you're still obsessed in a healthy way with the desire before, continue to do it, okay? But still let your desire go. Still introduce a new focus to your mind. Because our minds, okay, we're human beings, we're very fickle. Very, very fickle in our minds, okay? So always be on the ball with yourself. Always create a new idea, create a new, if for your business, a new product, a new course, whatever you want to do, keep it going. But just don't stay stuck on the one thing, because there's many things you need to create. It's not just the one thing. So if you're focused on the one thing, it will slowly but surely just drain out. Momentum will start dying out on it, and you're just going to desperate vibration. And that's when physically you might not get the things that you want. All right. That's why I say introduce something new. Quick time. I do it to myself all the time because I'm very, I know what I'm like. All right. So I always introduce something new to excite me. It keeps your momentum going. It keeps your alignment high. Keeps your vibration high. That's what you need.
Yes, yes. And what I also hear is that, let's say you have this chief aim, this dominating obsession, this thing that you feel good about, and at times you can get like worn out about thinking about it, or it's like, okay, I've been thinking about this, I still haven't achieved it yet, and I'm getting to that point where I'm like starting to go like to lose my awesome feeling with it. Let's focus on something else. Let's do another activity or create something that excites me. So for me, I know I do yoga, I do Zumba dancing. There's people out there who do art, they do music, they do other stuff. So it's like knowing yourself, like you said, always being on the ball with yourself and knowing yourself, what you value, what you can create. And creation looks different to everybody. Maybe it's food, maybe it's dancing, maybe it's art, whatever. Create something and channel your I want to say like this law of attraction, good feeling into something else, so that you don't get off of that vibe, right?
Yeah, that's so true.
Yeah.
That's so true. And to add that, and to add some more for you.
Yeah.
So when I said to you earlier, do you know what contrast is?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you start feeling down, let's say you just start feeling a bit not quite on form as what you normally would, okay? Obviously, you've introduced contrast, okay? Now, contrast is only there for you to expand to a new, higher direction. So a lot of the time with the law of attraction teachings, they're so scared of the attracting something negative, okay? And really that negative kind of feeling that's introduced to you at a certain time is there for expansion. But what we do as human beings, we hold ourselves in that negativity. And that's when things that you don't want start unfolding in your physical experience. So when you start feeling down, don't even fear the negative feeling. That's your biggest power. Because as you are feeling like, I don't want to say down, but at the time it feels down. Because I'm in such a great mood now, I can't even imagine it. But at the time, that you feel really down. And don't misunderstand that feeling that you're even off track. If you can whip yourself out of that, okay, this is what I always do in those moments, okay? So when I'm not feeling quite my high vibrational self, I say, oh, okay, contrast is here. That means something big is coming. That means the universe is setting me on the straight path, okay? That means I'm expanding. And by the end of that day, all right, contrast it doesn't even last any longer than a day with me anymore, because I can't stand it. Being not connected to my higher self is just awful to me. So it's like, just say to yourself, right, contrast is here. It means expansion is now coming into form.
And just,
it means that
just to pause you, contrast, did you rename negative feelings as contrast, or what is the distinction of contrast?
Okay, so contrast is, you know, imagine there's black and white. The contrast between that is quite big, right?
Yes.
Color-wise, all right? So imagine you're in the light white area, and then you start to dip in the dark area,
right?
Okay, just like the yin and yang,
right?
Well, that means because the contrast is there for expansion, okay? So yeah, that is like the negative feeling. I call it contrast,
okay,
because it's there to expand you. It's a contrasting moment. You need to reflect on what's going on, and most of the time, all right, so say like contrast has been introduced to you. Say like someone says something to you and it's really wound you, all right, and it puts you into contrast. Well, most of the time, you need to detach yourself from the physicality of what's going on. Most of the time, all right, you're put into contrast because something within you that needs answering. Not because that person pissed you off, or not because someone said something, or not because that reason. Always be kind of aware of self, okay? So detach yourself. Think, right, okay, that person annoyed me, all right? And I'm a sucker because I gave into that vibration. But now I need to focus and align myself, because whenever I'm in contrast, the universe it's in expansion. It's going through a big expanding kind of phase for me personally right now. And you will dip yourself out of contrast very quickly. It just takes practice. All right. That negative feeling, remember, negativity is not a natural flow to us human beings. High, loving feelings are our natural flow. It's just that society and the way that we're programmed is also negative. So it's easy for us to feed into the negativity. But just remember, as a deliberate creator, your contrast, it doesn't matter what put you in that contrast, your contrast is there for expansion. So kind of just come away from the situation, all right? Write down what's annoyed you and release it. Let that go. Detach yourself from that. And just understand that soon, I can't tell you why the universe has put you into contrast or what's happened, because it's your own individual kind of needs. Sometimes you just need a little push to be redirected. But a lot of the time, like I say, you go into contrast and you stay there. Stay there. And that's when it's easy to stay in a low vibration. It's so easy. Just turn on the TV. You'll see loads of low vibrational stuff on there. Next minute, you just swamped into it, and then boom, you will not be attached or connected to your feelings. And your feelings are the most important thing, all right? If it's not feeling good, you need to kind of reevaluate where you're going. I'm not saying just a one-hit wonder not feeling good. If something is always not feeling good to you, then you need to take a step back, because actually that is contrast. And that means the universe is trying to direct you down another road, the road that's much better for you, in fact.
Wow, it's beautiful. I love this. I love this conversation to contrast, because I hear that it's detaching the morality from not feeling good and fear and irritation, being annoyed, because a lot of people can feel guilty about feeling those feelings, which just creates this downward spiral, versus, hey, I don't feel so great. It's just contrast. It's just, okay. So instead of, hey, I don't feel so great, I hate not feeling great, blah, 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 and you just go on a rant, it's like, hey, I don't feel so great. Oh, it's just contrast. Like, let's take a step back and be like, wow, it's okay. It's okay.
It's okay. And that's the funny thing, like, contrast is so manageable. If you had a conversation with me and my friend, if I could ring her, she's like, Es, I'm in contrast today. I'm like, right, okay, I'm coming off the phone because I'm in a good mood. I do not want to be linked to that. Okay, if you just judge yourself where you can, it's what happened normally. Say like you're not feeling so good, then someone will come up to you, oh, why? What's wrong? And next minute, you're there explaining why you don't feel so good, when actually the real reason is not because what you're even talking about. It's because you are in perfect timing for expansion. So embrace it. Don't fear the contrast. Yeah, it feels pretty shit in the moment. It does. Yeah. But it's the best asset you can have. Wow. Because, and if you start taking note of when the contrast comes, you will probably notice it's when something big's coming up. And the universe is just going to quickly dip it in a bit, just so you can quickly come out and smash what you want to do. That's what happens. It's a funny way, but it really makes sense once you start living it and acknowledging really what's going on. Wow. It's a really valuable tool to have. And also with the law of attraction, so I was reading on the blogs the other day, so many people are so scared of attracting what they fear. Now, when it comes to that, okay, now, a lot of the time, you're not going to attract what you fear, okay? But say like something amazing is happening, but you are seeing it in a negative way. Something good can still be coming to you, but your personal experience with it is bad. That's not to say that what you are fearing has come to you. Your own perception has messed it up, and now it's just a load of rubbish for you, and you're hating every minute. You don't have to fear everything, because most of the stuff doesn't happen. It's irrational fears, all right? And the things that are not good that's happening is because you are in a low vibration and you need to sort it out. Yes. I've done it before. I've been in a rubbish mood. I've tried to do a recording and everything was just coming out wrong. And I was like looking in the mirror, I was like, I hate the way I look, I hate what I'm saying. Everything was just awful because of my mentality. Next day, dipped out of the contrast and I smashed it. So it's kind of like, just be easy with yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. No. If you have negative thought, don't panic and think, oh, no, now that's going to manifest. Ease yourself out of that negative thought and then watch magic happen, because that's what contrast truly brings. That's what I've experienced. That's what my clients have experienced. Have you had any experience with it, Chris?
Contrast specifically, this is a term that I haven't used, and so it's brand new to me, and thank you for giving that to me and our audience. And if you're out there and you're enjoying this, because I am absolutely loving this, type in contrast, because contrast is so important. Contrast. Type it into the comment box right now if you're out there listening. Contrast. CONTRAST. And seriously, I would say that I always framed it as this way. There's a silver lining. There's a lesson to be learned in this. How can you find the seed of the greater benefit? And I love this contrast perspective, because the more terms that we have to describe things when they're happening that are in an empowering way, in empowering vibration, that aren't negative, that don't make us wrong, the better. So I really love this contrast, and I'm going to be using it a lot.
Great. That's great. Good.
Yes,
Good.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
and what you said, that's right. That's right. It's just another way of looking at it and managing it and coming out the other side. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So what else do we need to know about the law of attraction? Because we got, probably another 5 minutes or so, and then we'll begin wrapping it up.
Okay. Let me quickly do it. So I really want, because I want you to,
Yes.
What is the best thing? Okay. Great thing for a business owner to have. Okay. Now, let me explain to you quickly. So it's really important. If you're trying to manifest something and you're not currently in the money situation that you want to be in, you need to swap the money for the experience. I'm going to go into this just in a second. I'm just going to explain to you. When I first started my business, now I was not in no financial situation to be funding everything that I wanted to do, okay? But not at one point, this is during my high-flying year that I had so much fun, okay? Before the dip, I never, ever put the money first. Now, I was a startup. Friend of mine, I was a single parent. I had my 2 boys. I had so much, they play football. I had so much things paying out. I thought, whoa, okay, stuff it. I'm going to do it anyway. And I swapped the money for the experience. So I didn't have enough money to set up my website. I didn't have enough money to do all the kind of things. I didn't even actually know how to work a computer, believe it or not. I was really, really new. And I thought, right, okay, next step, I had to get a website. I need to get out there more, because I was doing one-on-one coaching. I was just getting around from word of mouth at this point. And then I went to my first networking event, and I met this woman there, and she was like, I see you don't have a website. I was like, no. Anyway, so we came away from that. We had a great conversation. And then very next week, I had an email saying, Estelle, I love what you're about. I'm really interested in your service. Would you mind swapping service for service? It will be an absolute privilege, because I understand that your money situation is not quite, basically couldn't afford her, right? Which is quite expensive. So I was like, great, okay. So what you see there, the universe, because I had so much focus and love and passion for what I was doing, the money was not an issue. The universe delivered me somebody that could do these things. And it didn't just deliver me somebody that was, that couldn't do like good things. This is somebody that had established businesses that I couldn't actually afford at the time, but that was not an issue. And then as I then started making the money, and I could put the money that I wanted on the things that I wanted to pay out for. All right. The universe delivered to me things, even though physically I was not in the money situation. And this is where I would like you to just swap the money for the experience. So say like you want to take a new course for your business and you can't afford this course right now. Well, take yourself, look into the course, all right? Kind of get the feel of the course, of what you're going to learn from the course, everything that you know personally that you can gain from the course. Don't think about the money. Don't think about how you're going to get the money, because believe me, the universe can deliver you so much stuff in so many different ways. Just like my way. I didn't have a clue how I was going to do it. The universe delivered me someone before I even had a chance, all right, to actually think about how I'm going to do it. And that can happen for you as well. But you need to focus your mind on the experience. The same goes with anything. If there's anything that you want, focus on the experience. Focus on what you're going to get out of the thing that you want. Because most of the time, it's not the money that you want. You want that money to go and buy something.
Right.
You want that you're buying, not the money. All right. So focus your mind on the experience and let go, detachment again, of how it's going to get there. Remember, it's the universe's job. It's not your job to know how. Once you start making the money, and this is really important for startups, just like I was, it's really important to focus on the experience, and then the money will come. And then you can be all picky and then choose what you want, all right? But just focus on the money, on the experience first, and the universe will rearrange itself. Now, there's so much I could teach you, all right? But Chris has already said, well, we're up for time, and I know
we got a couple more minutes. If there's any last points that you really want to hit, we can stay.
Yes. Okay. Brilliant. So yes, focus on the money. Focus on the experience. Sorry. Make sure that whilst you're doing this as well, like what we said, don't become obsessed with it. Become just like, remember, if you're giving something too much power, you are the power. You are the power. Do not give nothing else the power, because you're messing up your vibration attracting wise. Okay. You need to understand that you, as a deliberate creator, as the gorgeous, amazing business owner that you are, okay, you have the power and you can attract it. All right. Now, Chris, are you going to send them to the course?
Yep. Well, the course is on the screen. So for everybody who's watching, there's a link on the screen, udemy.com/wealth-creator-mindset. And I also have the link. Did you want me to put that link up?
Yeah, I do. Cool. I do. Yeah. Yeah, that's because both of them. So in the wealth creator mindset, I've touched upon a few things today, but I go a lot in depth with the money situation. Okay, so that'll be a great tool for you to use, and it's completely free. And also my how to make the movie The Secret work for you. It's very direct with the law of attraction. Okay, it's a great little manifesting formula, but there's so much. Okay, let me just stick to those two. Okay. Yes. It's great. So just click the link below. Chris, you put it there now, Chris?
Yep. It's the mindpoweruniversesuccess.com/opt-in LOA business 1.
Yeah, great value in those. And just make sure if there's anything else, just message me personally or Chris. And create more magic.
Absolutely. We are always creating magic. So Estelle, I'm curious, where will we be seeing you over the coming months and years? What are you going to be creating?
I'm going to be creating magic.
Yes.
Literally loads of magic. So I have I've been filming today actually. Hence why I look a messed up. Look, my hair's gone all frizzy. It was all nice and straight. But I've been filming all day. I'm nearly losing my voice for my new course, the Ask, Believe, Receive formula. That's a big in-depth one. That's for business owners and entrepreneurs too. That's the in-depth manifesting formula. Very, very powerful. Now we're just kind of doing the little loose ends with that, doing the last little modules, and that's going to be together soon. I'm just going to be out there helping business owners and entrepreneurs create magic. I really do believe in magic. I've witnessed it. I've experienced it. I've witnessed others do it, and that's what I want for everyone that comes into my experience too. If I can share it with you, I'm going to share it, and you will get results.
Boom. There we go. And how can people stay connected with you on social media? What are your social media handles?
Okay, so my Facebook is Estelle Law of Attraction Black, and then also my Instagram, which is Estelle MPUS Law of Attraction. Okay. Yep, that's the one. Cool. I think that's the only two I'm on.
Cool. Social
media wise, and also my LinkedIn. Okay. That's also Estelle Law of Attraction. Basically, just my name and Law of Attraction. Type me in, I'll come up. See, I'm a bit obsessed with the Law of Attraction.
Yes, burning a good obsession. I love it. Yes. I love it. Awesome. Well, Estelle, thank you so much for coming on the show today. Thank you for empowering people to use this law that most people don't even know about, and giving people inside access to creating more happiness, more freedom, more love, more fulfillment, more success, more financial success, all kinds of amazing stuff. Thank you for doing what you do and making the world an even happier, fun place to live in.
Oh, it's a pleasure, Chris. You're amazing. And everyone that's listening, you're amazing too. And I hope you have, it's 11, so it's 12 o'clock right over there now?
Yep. It's 12
you got a whole day ahead of you, Chris. It's full marathon. I'm going to be listening in as well. I love the lineup, by the way.
I know, right? It's freaking epic. I'm so excited. And
Malik, he sounds great. The guy that's up next, right?
Yes.
Sounds great. Yes. All right, Chris.
Awesome, Estelle. You have the best night ever, and we will talk to you soon, okay?
Okay. See you
All right.
later.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye-bye.